the IRS's Offer and Compromise program versus an installment agreement. Hey, this is Michael Rosbrook, creator of the Tax Resolution Domination System and Toolkit and founder of ROS Strategies. And what's the difference between an offer and compromise and an installment agreement when it comes to representing troubled taxpayers before the IRS? Okay, so an offer and compromise, and that's the one you hear on the radio and the TV, that's the hook that most people hear today, is the IRS's debt settlement program, where the IRS will take in full payment of the tax debt a lower amount than what's owed. In a lot of cases, a lot lower amount that's owed. But it's a formulaic driven process. There are certain formulas that you have to do. It's an exercise in cash flow, and there's certain limitations to the government's national standards. Now, a payment plan, on the other hand, is like a car payment. It's like a commercial loan repayment plan. Usually it's over 72 months. It could be shorter. It could be a lot shorter. Actually, there's a partial pay installment agreement that in a lot of cases could be better than an offer and compromise. Okay, I call it the new offer and compromise or the backdoor offer and compromise, because in a partial pay installment agreement, the IRS looks at the remaining amount that's left on the 10-year collection statute versus what the taxpayer can actually pay per a 433A, which is the IRS's income and cash flow statement. Now, a lot of people say, Mike, how can I resolve somebody's debt? What's the benefit that a taxpayer sees in an installment agreement if I'm just able to pay it back in full over time? And you see, here's the thing. You bring a ton of value to that taxpayer. Number one, you're providing immediate relief. By signing a power of attorney, you are now stepping into the taxpayer's shoes. So you now are communicating with the IRS, not your client. I don't know too many clients or taxpayers that love talking to the IRS. So from now on, the IRS has to deal with you, not your client. Number two is the IRS doesn't get to manage your client's cash flow. You, as the expert, know how to position your client, how to get them as destitute as possible on paper to get the lowest amount allowed by law in the most expeditious fashion possible. Three, you get to cut the go-forward failure to pay penalties in half. Automatically, they go from 0.5% a month to 0.25% a month. And then finally, you babysit and make sure that the IRS puts tax code 63 on their transcript. In other words, you get a formal 433D executed, formalizing and evidencing that your client actually has a formal installment agreement in place. I can't tell you how many clients would hire me and they'd say, Mike, I'm already on a payment plan, only to be levied the week after because they were never on a formal payment plan. They try to do it themselves, which is crazy. That's like going to court without a lawyer. Or they had their regular CPA do it, who really was not versed in tax resolution. That's the message for today. Hey, Michael Rosbrook here, the Rosman, the tax resolution guy. Go check out my podcast, The Tax Resolution Success Show, on Apple or Google. Subscribe, or you can go to my website, rosstrategies.com, and go to the podcast page. It's a great show. Hope you subscribe. I'll see you there.